Chalvey Sports chairman Scott Young has taken the time to speak with the Slough Observer just moments after the club marked their move into Arbour Park with an 8-0 win. Scott, first of all, congratulations on the win. I'll ask you for your thoughts on the match.
Well, thanks very much, Rob. Well, it couldn't have gone any better, really. I mean, the guy's a bit slow. Surface is different to what we're used to playing on. But once they found their feet, you know, they started playing the ball around nicely. And of course, when you're 5-0 up at half time, after maybe a little bit of a not so hot first 10 minutes of the match, a bit of nervousness playing in a new home, you've got to be happy at 5-0 up at half time. And then, of course, second half, as what always happens when you're that far in front, I suppose we dropped off our intensity just a tiny bit, but then we still scored 3 goals, and we did miss off opportunities to increase the scoreline even further. So, as you know, as a club, we've got to be very happy with our start here at Arbour Park. I mean, it's a fantastic stadium.
Were there any nerves sort of on or off the pitch before the game today?
I think there were a lot of nerves. I know personally I was nervous. I know the club secretary Steve Quelch was, and the manager Merv Lloyd. The players, you could feel that they were a bit, nervous. I mean, when you move into a place like this to play your football, I think it's good to have nerves. I think if you don't have nerves, then you don't give it the same type of, you don't approach the game in the same way as what you should. But I think there was a little bit more nervousness today because of, the new surroundings. But, as soon as the first, maybe the second goal went in, we started to relax a little bit more, and you could then see that nervousness disappear from the players. From a personal point of view, it's gone really, really well for us here today, off the pitch as well. We've had great help here from Slough Borough Council. The facilities officer here has been fantastic. He's helped us out, talked us through everything we need to do. We even announced the teams before the game on the on the announcement system, which is fantastic. So yeah, but no, it's all worthwhile in the end, Rob.
You also you got the perfect result, and in terms of the football side of things, it keeps your league run undefeated.
Yes, undefeated. It looks like, before we started today, we're in 5th position, which looks like we're well off the pace, but we've got 4 or 5 games in hand over most other clubs in this league because, we've played quite a few cup games and we've moved on to the next round in some of those more senior trophies. So it looks like we're far away, but to stay unbeaten. The current pace setters are Abingdon Town. They look to be a decent side. We haven't played them before, but there are also other decent teams in the league, like Penn and Tyler's, and I'm sure Chin had just had an off day today. I know that they're a good club. They've got a bit of a journey home, probably thinking, oh blimey, but I know that when we go back and play them over there, it's going to be a hard match. So yeah, good to stay unbeaten. But keeps us up there, and we need to keep on the coattails of those in front of us so that we don't actually lose touch. So, Merv's got the guys, what's the word? I do this from time to time. Merv's got the guys sort of going, and he always keeps them going, and as long as we do that and make sure we focus on every single game individually, I'm sure we're going to sort of get up closer to the pace setters at the moment.
Do you believe the move here into Arbour Park is only going to benefit your chances of sort of retaining the title and winning promotion into Division 1?
I would like to think so. To play here, who can't be up for a game of football at a place like this? Of course, it's going to make the away sides want to play up as well, playing in a venue like Arbour Park. It was very disappointing to win the league as encouragingly as as well as we did last year, and not be able to take promotion. So this is the club now saying that if we're in the position to take promotion at the end of this season, and it's an awful long way to go, we've actually got that chance to be able to do that, and that's what we want as a club. We'd like to play in Division 1 East, and then once you're there, let's just see what happens and where we go on from that point. But this gives us the platform to be able to do it.
And I'll ask you, as chairman of the football club, to explain how the move into Arbour Park came about and what it means to you personally to be the man involved in that.
Well, it's been a lot of hard work. Myself and Secretary Steve Quelch met early doors with Bob Breen, who's been helping us chat to the council. We had initial talks maybe about a month ago. We couldn't quite believe that we could even have an opportunity to play in a place like this. And of course, when this type of thing comes around, and if you're a club that want to progress and want to play in the next league up, then you've got to take that opportunity. Slough Borough Council have been very helpful and very encouraging to get us here. To play alternately to Slough Town Football Club, which is the best football club in the area, is a great honour for us. We don't take lightly playing here on alternate weekends to Slough Town. and of course I'm sure we will get more people coming potentially to watch us if they can't make Slough Town's away games. So there's lots of possibilities. There's lots of possibilities for us to get more sponsors, and if you'd have said even 2 or 3 years ago that we'd be playing our football here, it just makes all that hard work worthwhile. I mean, even going back 7, 8, 9 years ago, we were really struggling as a club. We kept going, and there are lots of ex-Chalvey players here today, you know, who play for the club for many years, who were proud and very proud of what we've managed to achieve. And it's all about the club. It's not about any individual. We've got a committed group of players that turn up every week. The manager keeps them on their toes, and they're very motivated, and that keeps us motivated.
Just how proud are you as chairman, obviously, to take this club from the East Berkshire League into the Hellenic League, win it the first time, and now moving to Arbour Park with an undefeated run as well this season?
Well, you know, we love the East Berkshire League. I mean, we played our football there for many years, and we had a great rivalry in that league with lots of clubs. We made the move for a number of different reasons. I mean, our reserves are still in the East Berkshire Premier Division, and our third team are in Division 2. I'm just very, very proud of what we want to do, and that's to provide football for people that live in Slough, that are part of the community, not just in Chalvey itself, but Slough as a whole. And as long as, you know, we can continue to do that, there'll be no one pleased and more proud than myself and Mr. Quelch as well.
Is there a long-term plan to move the club forward over the next 2 or 3 years, or will we sit down and discuss those options now?
Well, I think as long as we can afford to, we'll play here. You know, this isn't just this season. You know, these plans that we're putting in place are to play here for the next however many seasons we can play here for, as long as the level of football is still there for us to play at, to be able to, you know, afford these facilities for our club to play football on. So it's a long-term thing as far as we're concerned. Obviously, money in grassroots football is always the most difficult thing to come by, and we're looking for support from local businesses. We are going to give back to the community as this progresses. As things go on, you know, we're going to have coaching sessions here before the game for maybe some school children, because we're going to go around the schools and offer tickets for their kids to come in and have a bit of coaching and watch hopefully a good game of football afterwards. So this is really a long-term investment for us, and it's a very, very exciting one.
Well, Scott, thank you very much for your time, and congratulations both on the move to Arbour Park and the win today.
Thanks very much, Rob. Cheers, mate.